My child, I see you. I see how hard you've been trying. I see the battles you've fought quietly, the struggles you've never put into words, the nights when you laid in bed, staring into the dark, asking, "Why is this still happening to me?" You've whispered in frustration, "Lord, I'm doing everything I can. I'm praying, I'm believing, I'm holding on. So why am I still struggling?" Let me tell you something I want you to hold close to your heart. Struggling doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're fighting. It means you're still in the ring. And even if you feel weak right now, you're stronger than you think, because you haven't given up. The enemy would love for you to confuse resistance with defeat, but I want you to see what's really happening. You're not going backward, you're growing. You don't feel it, do you? Because growth is slow, because transformation is often invisible at first. But beneath the surface, I'm building something inside of you that can't be shaken when the next storm comes. I know how tired you are. I know the struggle has made you question everything, even me, and still, I haven't left you, not for one moment. You ask, why am I still facing the same problems? Why does it feel like the weight is never lifted? And I gently answer, because I'm doing a deeper work, not just around you, but in you. You see struggle as punishment, but I see it as preparation. What if I told you that the very thing you're trying to escape is the very thing I'm using to equip you? What if I told you that every challenge, every delay, every heartbreak was actually shaping you into someone who can carry more than you ever imagined? You've been asking me to take away the weight, and sometimes, yes, I will, but other times I strengthen your shoulders instead. I grow your faith, I deepen your trust. I teach you how to rely on me, not just when things are easy, but especially when they're not. That's when your roots grow deepest, in the drought, in the pressure, in the pain. You want to soar, but first, I'm teaching you how to stand. You want clarity, but first, I'm teaching you how to walk by faith. You want peace, but I'm building peace within you so that no matter what's happening around you, you will not be moved. Struggling doesn't mean I've forgotten you. It means I'm close, closer than you realize. In fact, the reason the pressure feels so intense is because you're on the edge of something significant. Every time you've asked, why can't this just be easier? I've answered with grace. Not always by changing your situation, but by changing you. Because I see where you're going. I see what you're being prepared for. And I don't want you to arrive there underdeveloped. I love you too much to rush the process. If I gave you everything you asked for right now without preparation, without process, it would crush you instead of bless you. So yes, I'm allowing the struggle, but I'm not doing it to break you. I'm doing it to build you. Let that settle in your heart. This struggle has purpose. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's doing something eternal in you. And I know it hurts. I know it's lonely. I know you've prayed for me to just lift it. But sometimes the most loving thing I can do is not remove the fire, but walk through it with you until you come out refined. You've been so focused on what's going wrong, you haven't seen all that's going right. You're more patient than you used to be. You're more compassionate. You speak to others with more grace now. You've learned how to listen. You've learned how to endure. You've learned how to reach for me even when you don't feel me. That's growth. That's progress. That's strength. Don't let the enemy lie to you. Don't let him convince you that because you're still struggling, you're doing you win quickly, and others you outlast. This one, you're going to outlast it, and when you do, you'll look back and see that the struggle didn't break you. It made you unshakable. There's a strength being forged in your spirit that can't be manufactured. It only comes through this kind of fire. And child, I'm in the fire with you. I know you're asking, why do I feel so alone in this? But you're not. When your strength gave out, I was the one carrying you. When you couldn't pray another word, I was interceding for you. When you collapsed in tears, I was collecting everyone. You are not forgotten in your struggle. You are seen. You are heard. You are held. So don't let shame creep in and tell you you're not spiritual enough or strong enough or faithful enough. Struggling doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're real. It means you're human. It means you're in process. And I'm not disappointed in you. I'm proud of you. Not because you're perfect, but because you keep showing up. Even on the days when your heart is heavy. Even on the days when your hope is thin. Even on the days when you feel like giving up, you're still here, still reaching for me, still believing I'm good, even when life isn't. That kind of faith is rare, and I treasure it. I want you to know that the struggle has an expiration date. This season will not last forever. Relief is coming. Healing is coming. Restoration is coming. But until it arrives, I want you to do one thing. Keep trusting me, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when it doesn't make sense. Because what I'm building in you now will be the foundation for what I'm bringing you into next. So take a breath, lift your eyes, and remind your heart, this struggle will not define me. It will not defeat me. It will not last forever. I am growing. I am being refined. I am becoming everything God called me to be. And yes, this is hard, but I am not alone. I have a Savior who walks with me, weeps with me, fights for me, and never leaves me behind. And if this message speaks to you, if it reached into the part of your soul that's been quietly aching, then don't keep it inside. Speak it, write it, declare it. Say, I'm still standing. Say, this struggle won't break me. Say, I trust you, Jesus. Let it be your response of faith. Let it remind your heart of what is true. You are not alone in this battle. You wonder why things haven't changed yet. Why the prayers you've whispered in desperation haven't turned into miracles. Why the breakthrough still feels distant and the burden still feels heavy. And sometimes you even begin to believe the lie. Maybe I'm not worthy of healing. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe God is tired of me asking, my beloved child. Stop right there. Those thoughts do not come from me. They are not the voice of truth. You are worthy, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am and who you are to me. I gave my life for you, not because you earned it, but because I loved you when you had nothing to offer. That hasn't changed. You don't need to prove your worth to me. You don't need to earn my attention. You don't need to perform for my approval. I see you in the struggle and I still call you mine. You may feel like you're in a wilderness right now, dry, uncertain, longing for relief. But even in the wilderness I provide. Even in the wilderness I'm working. Don't forget, I led my people through the desert for 40 years, not because I abandoned them, but because I was preparing them, not because I was punishing them, but because I wanted to teach them how to walk with me before I brought them into the promised land. And I'm doing the same with you. I know the terrain is rough. I know you feel lost sometimes, but I'm guiding every step. Even when you don't understand the route, even when you can't see the destination, I know exactly where we're going and why we're going this way. Because some victories require endurance, some blessings require process, some answers require a deeper trust. And if you're still struggling, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means the breakthrough is process, because I'm making sure the blessing won't break you when it arrives. If I gave you everything instantly, you'd miss the strength that's built in the waiting. You'd miss the wisdom that comes from wrestling. You'd miss the intimacy that forms when you depend on me, not just for miracles, but for daily strength. Struggle is not the enemy. Separation from me is. And as long as the struggle brings you closer to me, it's doing something holy. So draw near to me, even in your weakness, especially in your weakness. Don't hide your exhaustion. Bring it to me. Let me be the one who lifts your arms when you can't lift them yourself. I didn't ask you to carry the weight of this alone. That's what I'm here for. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not just rest for your body, rest for your soul. Rest for your mind that won't stop racing. Rest for your heart that won't stop aching. I'm offering peace that doesn't depend on your circumstances. I'm offering joy that outlasts the pain. I'm offering presence that doesn't leave when the struggle shows up. And yes, there is purpose in your struggle. You don't see all of it now, but one day you will. One day you'll look back on this season and realize that you were growing in ways you didn't even notice. You were learning to trust when it was hard. You were learning to pray when it felt dry. You were learning to stand when everything told you to collapse. And that, my child, is strength. Not the kind of strength the world celebrates, but the kind of strength that heaven sees. Do not compare your journey to others. You don't know what I'm building inside of you. You don't know the weight of the calling on your life. You don't know how your story will impact others one day. Your struggle may be someone else's survival guide. Your testimony may be the light that leads another person out of the dark. So don't quit. Don't believe the lie that your pain is pointless. I waste nothing, not even the parts that hurt. Even now, I'm redeeming the struggle. You're being forged like gold in the fire, refined by the heat, purified by the process, made radiant in my hands. And soon, the struggle will shift. It may not disappear overnight, but the weight will lift. Your heart will strengthen, your mind will clear, and your soul will rise. This season won't last forever, but while it lasts, I want you to know you are not walking through it alone. I am beside you in the silent moments, in the sleepless nights, in the cries that go unheard by others. I hear you. I see you. I'm with you. Let that truth be your anchor. Let it hold you steady. And if you're listening to this now, if these words have found you in the middle of your struggle, I want you to respond, not just passively, but actively. Speak something out. Write it down. Say, I'm holding on. Say, this struggle has purpose. Say what's in your heart. Your voice matters. Your declaration matters. You never know who else is listening, needing to see that someone else is still believing too. Your struggle doesn't define you. Your faith does. And faith isn't pretending everything is perfect. Faith is trusting me even when it's not. So trust me here, in this hard place, in this stretching place, in this refining place, because I'm doing more than you can see. And I'm not finished yet. You're still in the middle of the story. And the ending I've written is filled with redemption. The beauty is coming. The clarity is coming. The strength is coming. But for now, just stay close. Let me walk with you through this. Let me speak peace into your thoughts. Let me pour strength into your weary heart. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. And when the time is right, everything will make sense. But even before it makes sense, you can still have peace, because I am with you, and I am faithful. You've carried this struggle for so long, day after day, prayer after prayer, wondering if it would ever get easier. And sometimes you've wondered if it would always be this way. But I need you to hear me clearly now. It won't. You are not stuck. You are being shaped. And even if this season has felt like one long battle, it's not your final chapter. You're not circling the same ground forever. You're walking through it. And every step forward, even the ones that feel small, matter more than you know. You've been faithful with little. You've kept going when you felt weak. You've chosen to believe when it made no sense. And that hasn't gone unnoticed. I've seen it. Heaven has seen it. And now I'm preparing to bring forth fruit from your faithfulness. The struggle may have lasted longer than you expected, but that doesn't mean you've been forgotten. I never lose sight of my own. I allow struggle to teach you how to rise, how to lean on me, not yourself, how to find identity not in achievement, but in belonging. You are not what you've been through. You are not the struggle you're facing. You are not your worst day, nor your hardest moment. You are mine. And I am not finished with you yet. There is more life ahead, more peace, more clarity, more joy than you ever thought possible. I'm rebuilding the broken places. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm renewing what has grown weary. And yes, I know you're tired, but that's why I'm here, to be your strength, to breathe new life into your spirit, to remind you that you don't have to do this alone. When the pressure feels too much, remember that gold is forged in the fire. You're not being burned, you're being refined. And when you come through this, when the struggle begins to lift, you'll carry a strength that can't be shaken. You'll walk in wisdom earned not from books or sermons, but from surviving what tried to break you. You'll have compassion for others walking through valleys, because you've walked one too. And you'll testify not of how easy the path was, but of how faithful I was in every step of it. That's the beauty I'm bringing from the battle. That's the story I'm still writing with your life. And if you've made it this far into my message, if something inside you feels like I've been speaking directly to your heart, then I invite you to respond. You don't have to write a perfect comment. You don't need fancy words, just something real. Say, I'm still trusting. Or, Jesus, I believe you're not finished with me. Or maybe just, this spoke to me. Let your voice be heard. Not because I need proof of your faith, but because you need to see it for yourself. You need to see the moment you chose hope again. You need to mark this as the moment you decided not to give up. And someone else needs it too. Someone is scrolling, searching, hoping they're not alone in what they're feeling. Be the confirmation they need. Be the reminder that yes, people are still trusting Jesus even in the struggle. There's more power in your words than you think. So speak life into your own situation and into someone else's too, because this is how you break the silence, with truth, with love, with courage. Yes, the struggle is real, but so is your victory. It's not always instant. It's not always loud. Sometimes it looks like quiet strength, like faith when you don't feel it, like peace that doesn't match your circumstances. But that kind of victory is the kind that lasts. You're going to overcome. You're going to walk out of this with more than you had before. More wisdom, more strength, more clarity about who you are and who I've called you to be. So keep going, one breath at a time, one prayer at a time, one step at a time, and know this: I'm proud of you. Not because you've handled it perfectly, but because you've kept showing up. Not because you've never questioned, but because you brought your questions to me. Not because you always had faith, but because you still showed up in the dark and asked me to light the way. That's what I want from you. Not perfection, but persistence. Not achievement, but surrender. So if your heart is heavy today, if you're still asking why the struggle continues, I want you to know you're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're not being left behind. You're being led forward, even if you can't yet see the path. My timing is still perfect. My love for you is still constant, and my promises are still true. This is not the end. This is the in-between, and I'm here with you in it. Let me be your rest. Let me carry the weight you weren't meant to hold. You don't need to be strong on your own. That's what I'm here for. When you're weak, I will be your strength. When you're weary, I will be your peace. When you're unsure, I will be your guide. And when the breakthrough comes, because it will, you'll know exactly who brought you through. So pause right here, breathe, feel my presence, and let this be your moment of renewal. No more shame, no more guilt, no more believing the lie that your struggle means I've left you. I am with you, I am for you. I am not going anywhere. You don't need to carry this alone anymore. Lay it down. Let me in. The struggle may still be present, but my grace will meet you in it. Every time, you are stronger than you think. Not because of your own power, but because I live in you. You will endure this. You will overcome. And you will look back and say, that was Jesus. He never left me. He never let go. So respond today. Write a comment. Write a prayer. Write a single word if that's all you can manage. Just make this real. Let this be your moment of faith. Because even if the struggle continues for a while longer, your heart doesn't have to carry it alone. You are held, you are seen, you are heard, and you are deeply, unconditionally loved forever.